YouTube, what the Emperor Edition's going on? Heir of Carthage here in Rome 2, Emperor Edition. Yeah, I guess that was kind of a play on words. I'm not sure it was a good one. Man, this is exciting. So we've all been awaiting this. The Emperor Edition, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is basically the finished version of the patch 15 beta that I was just testing for the last 2 weeks. So they're calling it the defining edition of Rome 2. That'd be the words, or the definitive edition, I should say, the words from Creative Assembly. Essentially, they've gone back, rebalanced all the units in the game from a battle and multiplayer standpoint, giving them more identity, I think, and more purpose. And then they've also added a new campaign. This is free. It is not a DLC, so it's free to everybody who owns Rome Total War, and anybody who buys it from this point on at Steam gets the Emperor Edition. The added campaign is the Imperator Augustus campaign. So that is there for everybody again for free, and it portrays a period of Roman civil war, of course, between Octavian and Mark Antony. So I had told you all a while back that I was going to be doing a couple of things. One is the campaign for Macedon will continue because it's basically in the same patch, so I'm going to keep it going. The Parthia campaign and the Iceni campaign I will try to resurrect once we finish one of these. They are going to be acting a little different because the patch, it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll crash or won't work, but it will mean that they will never have the same building trees and some of the other features that were released in this. And the main reason why I switch up the campaign before I finish the other one is because if I finish the other one, I'm sitting here showing all this old material while something's new out there. I want to show you the new, we'll run through the new, and then we can revisit the classics. So they will come back eventually, so hang tight if you liked those. So we're going to start a new campaign in Imperator Augustus, however you say it. I had told you all that I was going to play as Octavian, since I've never really given you a solid Rome campaign yet in Total War Rome 2, and I'm not sure I ever did a Rome campaign on Rome 1 either. So I'm underutilizing Rome at this point, and we will give them a shot. It says that the initial challenge for Octavian's Rome is easy, so I'll go ahead and put the difficulty up on very hard. This is going to give the AI some buffs from economy in the campaign map, and then also buffs in the battle map, which basically just means it'll bring bigger armies against me, and then also I'll be facing tougher battles whenever I'm in the battles. But yeah, you can also play as Lepidus' Rome, Antony's Rome, and then Pompey's Rome. Pompey's would probably be fun because it's going to be a tough challenge to start off with. Looks like Antony is a little harder. But yeah, we're going to start off as Octavian's Rome. So let's look at the different advantages that we get playing as Octavian's Rome, or disadvantages, whatever it is. Roman legions, +1 recruitment slot in all of our provinces. That'll be nice. It says 1 ruler. All Roman factions share a major diplomatic penalty with all other Roman factions. So basically, the other people are guaranteed to fight against you, is what it sounds like. And they say major, not minor. And minor was like -15 in the past, so major must be bad. Corruption, which is, that's cool. You probably shouldn't be just like making peace in a campaign that's all about a gruesome civil war. So corruption, so we do lose some tax rate. We'll want to do some research to undo that. Barbarian subduers, +10 morale during battles against barbarians. And then Romanization, +4 to cultural conversion. That'll be super handy if you're steamrolling through different territories that you've captured. So let's get things started in the Imperator Augustus campaign, and I will be playing as Octavian. So pretty exciting stuff. I actually haven't read up a whole ton of history on this time period, so I probably can't clue you into a whole bunch of stuff. I may read it. Mostly I've just been interested in Hannibal, and I also read The Gallic Wars by Caesar. It's been a long time since I read it, but it was a very interesting read. But yeah, so I can't fill you in on a whole lot of historical stuff. We'll see what CA threw in here. And obviously Octavian won this civil war because he became Augustus, and he was the first emperor of Rome, so to speak. I guess a lot of people probably think of Caesar as the first emperor of Rome, but I don't guess he ever really held that title. I think he was just a dictator. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, so I'm not sitting here trying to teach a history class. Which means I should probably keep my mouth shut before I say a whole lot of stuff wrong. Enjoy the cutscene.
You are my son, but I've done all I can to protect you.
The gods smile on you, Octavian. You're a good soldier.
I'm a politician.
We don't need more politicians. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
Why do you think Caesar favored you so?
I was loyal.
No, Octavian. He saw in you the potential to continue his legacy. Not to follow him, but to exceed him.
Antony cannot be trusted. His heart lies in Egypt. We must confront the reality that civil war is inevitable.
And how will bloodshed save the people of Rome?
You are not meant to save them. You are meant to lead them.
All men are troubled when their moment has come.
I am not Caesar. I don't have his strength.
The people loved him, and they will love you.
You can't think like an ordinary man. You must reach beyond mortal ambition and do what has never been done.
To survive, my son, Rome must have a master.
Very nice intro. That is the trailer that they showed us a while back as well. I'll have to check and see if you get different ones whenever you play as Mark Antony or Pompey or Lepidus. I'm not sure if you do or not, but a nice intro. They had a good one for Hannibal at the gates too, I thought.
Now you have the chance to surpass the exploits of your glorious predecessor. Alliance with Mark Antony and Lepidus, however tenuous, gives you the space to protect and extend your domains. Once again, your Gaulish friends are menaced by migratory Germans. Defeat them, and take the chance to conquer their lands for Rome's glory. Also, pay heed to Pompey, the son of your father's enemy, whose fleet continues to menace your coast. Remember, however, that your ultimate goal is leadership of the Republic. When relations break down, this must be your focus to the exclusion of all else. Seize your birthright. Seize the day.
Okay, so as Octavian, we need to unite the Empire here. Obviously by force, I think. So let's see. Completely control 10 provinces. And it looks like we start off with a decent bit of money here and a nice income, which is probably why they say the starting position for them is relatively easy. We have quite a few provinces and a lot of work to be done, it looks like, as far as upgrades go. Let's check out the new faction screen. Wow, very nice. So it looks like this is our faction summary. There's politics over here. This shows us the influence that we have with the Senate. So 296 of 500 senators. We've got a little civil war meter over here. It's like the, I'm guessing that when this boils over, you got civil war on the way. Yeah, so it says, the higher the influence of the ruling political party, the higher the chance civil war becomes. So sounds like we need to keep it somewhat within control. Alright, so character, got Gaius Octavius, and I guess you can go through all your guys here and do the political actions that we have seen before. But the politics screen here, this is nice. I like this, kind of summarizing things. Records, this ought to keep track of what we do during the campaign. And then statistics over here. So, nice screen. I like that. Forces, total military forces established. Units destroyed, so to keep track. I still want like a kill counter. Man, that would be the best. Total. Do they have it? Ambush battles, siege battles, victories, combined victories, defeats. Well, we find out how many captives that we execute. But yeah, doesn't look like we got like an actual kill count. That's something I'm hoping to see eventually, but hey, no complaints there. That was pretty cool. Let's take a look at the technology tree. So, looks mostly the same here, but I'm sure it's been changed some for this campaign, at least one would think. Legionary barracks. Cohort. Auxiliary. So, alright, just taking a look through the tree. So it looks like we've already got access to level 2 barracks. This would give us the level 3. Looks like we got that here. Manipular barracks. Rides a garrison of legionnaires. Legionary cav. Alright. Just taking a look at things. We got a lot of building that can be done. Sorry, I'm just kind of perusing through the new user interface. The lighting looks different too. Looks very nice. Seems to be running very smooth. So they've clearly made some changes, I think, to the graphics. It seems to be running very well. We'll check it out in combat, but it does seem like there is some lighting changes here. Like the stuff seems a little more crisp. I could be crazy, but it seems like that's what they said, and I do feel like I notice it, though I don't guess I can always just point out the specifics. Wow, where to get started? This is an interesting one. Where is Octavian? Is he a statesman? No, he's a general at Roma. Oh, that was him right there. He was just giving his first name real quick. So yeah, here's Gaius Octavius. So he is in Rome. It'll be cool to get him all leveled up and to use him in combat as best we can. Let's check out the diplomacy. Let's go up here to the overall map, and let's see what we can do here. Diplomatic status. So we don't start off with any enemies, it looks like. In fact, we are allied with all other Roman factions at the moment, but I'm imagining that that changes pretty quick. And then we're neutral with the Germanic tribes and with the Britannic tribes. So, pretty straightforward there. Public order. Seriously, we have low public order in pretty much all of our provinces. Sure enough. We'll check that out. Region wealth, so Rome is raking in the dough. Rest of the place needs some work. Region growth, growing in Italy. Maybe some little help out there. Okay, interesting to know. Just going to check that out. I don't use that too much. May not be a bad plan. Let's see where all my forces are at. So we've got a champion here. Let's get him in Octavian's army.
Get that shield up.
And let's check out everything else.
Ready for orders.
So it looks like I have a fleet here. We'll just put it to port at Genoa for now. Let's see. We need some public order in these settlements. So, well, it looks like we have an amphitheater here, which is nice. And public order is actually, it looks like, starting to maybe stabilize a little bit in Rome. Let's see what's causing any penalties here. Just taxes and slaves. So it might not hurt to build a slave trader if we get a chance. And let's check out some of these other provinces and see what's causing the issues there. Same thing, taxes and slaves. So it looks like it'll be the case throughout our holdings. We've only got so much money, so let's spend it well. Yeah, so I think in Rome, I'm going to go ahead. We've got this latrines. Everybody likes it when they have a good place to take a crap, like this guy here. Let's see. I'm going to build another city center, and we'll turn it into a slave trader or something to help boost the public order, and then I'll do the same in a few of these places. I may not build a slave trader at each one, but we'll just try and stabilize the public order in these places. Let's go to Vertigala. Looks like we've got these sanitation buildings that are helping some, and I may not keep them. It kind of just depends on what we end up needing. So let's go through my provinces scroll. Latium. So we're building one there. Cisalpina, we're building one there. Narbonensis. We have a temple here that we could upgrade to get some more public order. And it looks like this one would be pretty good. But also I don't necessarily need to spread as much Latin culture here since it's all Latin, so I might pick this one because it gives me a few other bonuses. And Italia. We could use another building here as well. There's a lot of expansion that can be done, so I'm guessing that we're going to have to start off. Oh, there's a gold mine here. We'll definitely want to upgrade that when we get the money. That's definitely worth the money. Gallia, it looks like we've just kind of maybe subdued Belgicae, so we control Trevorum. We might want to go take out some of the Germanic tribes. And it looks like the Helvetii are allied, and the Raeti are not. So I may want to focus my attention on some of the barbarian tribes to start off with. Let's get a feel for where all my legions are at. So Octavian is here with Legio 1. Legio 2 is in Genoa. And Legio 3 is in Vertigala. Okay. I have a little bit of money left. I don't know exactly where all we need our forces. It said Pompey might be trying to raid me. So maybe actually I'll bring this fleet down towards Sicily to see if we need to keep Pompey's forces in check. And let's get our research started. Let's go ahead and do land management. And then I'm going to try and... oh, we can issue some edicts. So at Rome, I might do a tax harvest if they have it. Yeah, because this is where I make the most money. Bread and games would help boost my public order, but I don't particularly need it, so let's see if we can get some more money. Oh, I can issue others. Well, that's perfectly fine as well. I guess I can see how many I can issue right here. Champions. Should let me know what I can do here. Sorry, just getting used to these screens. Politics summary. Where's the dang... oh, here it is. 2. 1 of 2. So, it was right in front of my face the whole time. Let's see. Let's maybe go ahead and issue a bread and games edict here. See if we can turn around the public order a little. Alright, now we should be able to... well, I guess I could go ahead and build one more building. I have a little bit of money left. Let's go ahead and... I don't guess it really matters where we build it. I'll build it in Italia first. Alright. See how this goes. It is on very hard.
Pray to the gods of the dead.
Pompey's Rome just declares war on me. So I'll call the Belgae, Gaul, and Helvetii to join me and see what happens. Hopefully they don't betray me here. And then, so Lepidus and Antony refuse to join my side. So that's going to break my alliance with them, meaning things could get pretty dicey here pretty quick. This is going to be fun. So I say we take Octavian to go subdue. Let's see. We are right now researching civil development, so let's go that as a developmental focus. I want to spend some money to get this army ready to go. We're going to need some more legions for sure. And then a couple of legionary cav. Let's see how many recruiting slots do I have. Oh, I can recruit a lot of guys here. Nope, didn't mean to go in there. Alright, let's get one more legion. Wow, we can recruit so many guys from Rome. That's awesome. I can recruit 6 in the same turn. This army will pretty much be ready to go then. So I'll recruit those guys. And on the next turn we'll be ready to rock and roll. So let's see. Where else? We could use some public order. We have these buildings coming along. Might as well just build some more farm structure while I'm at it or something. Just go ahead and boost my food up a little bit so I can start upgrading my buildings to try and get the public order penalties in check, because they're going to be quite bad right now, I think. So yeah, I'm going to dump some farms down for that. Okay, no one needs an upgrade. We don't have any political occurrences. So I guess our goal is to keep the politics balanced. This campaign's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. No one else declares war on us. Pompey has a small fleet there that we might go ahead and assault. And then I'm going to take Octavian and start marching towards Sicily.
We have fine goods, and you doubtless have much that we would find desirable.
Gaul wants a trade agreement. They're my client state, so this definitely makes sense. So we will accept. I guess I need to look at other trade agreements, because I totally forgot. Let's go into diplomacy and see who else might want to trade with this. So we are trading with Gaul. Let's see if the Helvetii also wish to trade.
I welcome you, worthy speaker. This is fair.
Let's hop out of there. So am I at least trading with my client states? No, Belgae. Let's try it with them as well.
Greetings to you. I trust you.
Alright, so we're now trading with all of our client states. Let's see who else might be interested in trading with me. I don't think the other Romans would be at this point, because they're going to be feeling quite angry towards me. That's a client state of Antony's Rome, so I'm guessing that they won't be very interested. Maybe not, but let's try it.
Offers, but do not
Ah, good, the Cantabri are going to trade with me.
Fair and honor.
Let's see who else might be interested.
Greetings, friend. We will speak.
This might help build up relations with some of these countries to make sure that they stay off my back.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is...
Looks like the Iceni are going to want money to trade with me, and I don't know that I'm willing to pay that out right now.
Greetings to you. I trust you come with honor.
Marcomanni are not
I
interested.
do not.
Let's see. Nori. We'll just try all these
You
guys.
are welcome. Oh,
Why not?
your offer is fair and.
Numidia is a client state of Lepidus, so this may not work.
Let us
But it did. Which makes me think I might want to try with
want
Thrace.
to ride on the same.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
Nope. Alright. Good enough for now. So, and that really actually did drive my income up quite a ways. And it looks like Octavian's ready to start marching. In fact, I'm going to force march him into Cosentia, or as close to it as I can. And we should be getting ready to cross into Sicily and see if we can subdue Pompey's forces. I believe they also own Corsica and Sardinia. Let's go in here and see if we can recruit some stuff to calm down the public order. So we get a little bit of public order boost from coming down this tree here on over to here. So let's go ahead and start that. Also boost my cultural conversion, which is not a bad thing. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's a enemy fleet here, Pompey's fleet. If we pick up a couple of mercs, well, there are none. Never mind. I can't see his whole fleet, and it looks like he's in a stance there. I can't tell if they're training or what.
Fleet reporting.
Don't know how good a chance I have of destroying him here, and it is the AI. It is also on very hard. Well, they have a couple artillery ships. They have been made slightly less accurate, so let's take our chances and see. He's got a ballista ship and an onager ship. So let's fight this. If we get sunk, whatever, I'll have a little more money. I don't think that this small fleet's going to cause me too much grief. Those are some heavy ships, though. Their ships are definitely outclass mine when it comes into just like a ramming fight. So I might need to try and board the missile ships and then see if we can deal with the enemy general. The artillery ships could cause me trouble, too. Let's start our deployment. Wow, the lighting's actually looking beautiful. At least I like it a lot. I'm going to put my general on the outside over here and see if we can avoid the artillery ships with them if possible. Artillery ships are to the rear. Their general is a veteran legionnaire, as is mine. Hexarim. Yeah, so the same ship for our admiral, I should say. But you can see that their Quinquereme here with their Velites is a much heavier ship than the raiding ship that I have with just levies. So my goal is to see if I can assault them with this auxiliary infantry. Get on board. Oh, miss, 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 miss. Wow, perfect hit. Even though the artillery ships have been made less accurate. They missed my general though, which is good.
Our general is under attack.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and board that ship. Do some ramming here. Let's move up. This is gonna be risky business as the AI. Golly, 2 dead hits. Good grief, my general's almost dead. Golly, less accurate, my butt. Those guys are hitting me every single time. My general's getting destroyed.
One of our ships is being boarded.
And then somehow they managed to board me right before I boarded their artillery ship, which is extraordinarily convenient. This is what I get for trying to take the AI on in a naval battle. It's pure stupidity because the AI actually rocks at naval battles.
One of our ships is on fire.
Of course it is.
Our men flee the field of battle.
See if we can sink one of their artillery ships. I've gotten a couple of good rams in on it. Is there some reason why I can't select my ship? Come on. There we go. So I actually sunk one of their artillery ships.
One of our ships is on fire!
All of my ships are on fire, I think.
Support ships at your command. Your orders.
Ah, those artillery ships, they said that they've been nerfed, but I'm not sure I'm really convinced that they've been substantially nerfed. I guess they did used to hit you every time, pretty much, so we at least did some damage to his fleet. I wouldn't say it was substantial, but... And I'm dead there. I'm gonna get wrecked.
One of our ships is being boarded.
So, that's pretty much that. So, yep, didn't turn out well. But then again, I'm not sure I expected it to as soon as I saw the artillery ships. Plus, their ships were heavier than mine there, so I did sink one of his onager ships. So, that's an acceptable start. Unless that general was someone that I really wanted to keep alive. If it wasn't, then good. And if it was someone that I really cared about, then that's probably too bad. So, hopefully I got a historical character killed on the first turn. That would be appropriate. Alright, so we got to select a new general. We have the Octavian dynasties, and then the other houses. We'll bring this guy in. He's from one of the other houses. Try and balance things out a little. Let's see. Octavian no longer needs to... Oh, never mind. He's stuck in forced march because we haven't ended this turn yet. Let's take a look at where we need to improve buildings. So we cannot even build a slave trader at this point. Man, it's expensive to build one on top of that. So I'm not even sure that this was the best thing to build, period. In fact, I'm just going to have to tear it down and build a temple in its place. Because that's not going to do a single bit of good for me. We could upgrade these, though, and that should give me public order if we do the civil settlement. So let's do that. That should help stabilize Latium. And let's see. Here we can at least build an amphitheater, which wouldn't hurt to help stabilize public order. And I have a little bit of money left elsewhere. I can't afford the amphitheater there, so we'll probably just wait till the next turn. But yeah, we are going to need to stabilize these provinces pretty quickly. Let's just save our money for the next turn, so that I can get a few more structures going. So it looks like my agent has leveled up, the one that's in Octavian's army. So we're going to go to the Zeal tree. And it looks like we're getting several turns per year on this too. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It said autumn, so let's see if it's 4 turns per year or what. I can't remember what they said. I forgot to look at the information.
We can agree here.
Yeah, non-aggression pact is fine. I really want to kill Pompey first, and then I'll worry about others. Yeah, winter, so it's going on a 4 turn per year, looks like by seasons. So this will be similar to the campaigns I play already, in the sense that I've been using the 4 turn per year mod with the seasonal effects. So that'll be pretty nice.
Your next command.
And I can still recruit legionary cav. How many can I recruit from this province? 4. So I'll grab 2 more legionary cav. And a couple of velites. Or should I... Yeah, this will be good. That'll kind of round out my army there. And then I can move into Sicily on the next turn. So let's do the same thing. Let's put a civil settlement here. A garrison. So this will give me a stronger garrison. This one will probably give me more stable... Well, this one actually gives me public order, a little bit of growth and wealth. This one gives you more, plus Latin cultural influence. This one gives me the public order, and public order is what I need right now. So let's start dealing out some of this badly needed public order into these provinces. Yeah, we're going to need it here too, and then I'm also going to need to build the amphitheaters there. So we're going to have to keep trying to stabilize the public order in our provinces, and if there's a rebellion, we're just going to have to deal with it. We have plenty of money, so we're also going to need to train more troops soon. But my research ought to help just a little bit too by giving me some bonuses to public order and tax rate, which seems to be... Tax rate was one of the... or corruption, I guess, which takes your tax rate down.
Hungry dogs are
It's one of the things affecting my particular faction in this campaign, so that'll kind of help undo that. It looks like we can cross into Sicily. And since I have some money, I might pick up a couple of mercs just to strengthen my army further. They have mercenary veteran hoplites, which would be a great unit to throw in. They also have mercenary Campanian cav, but that is some massive upkeep. All of these are going to be huge upkeep. I have plenty of cavalry. I might throw in a... Oh, mercenary Thurio spears. These guys would be helpful, actually, in their lower upkeep. So let's hire those guys. And let's go ahead and besiege Syracuse. Looks like there's a pretty big force here. Is this, what's his bucket? Pompey? It doesn't say. Commander's effects, forces effects. Yeah, that could be Pompey. Let's just besiege the settlement. We'll build some more ladders and then just maybe some galleys. Continue the siege, see if we can force these pigs to come out in the open. Alright, we're going to need to keep improving buildings that are going to help public order the most. So we haven't done any in this province yet, so let's drop these buildings to boost their public order. Here we can build the amphitheater, and we can upgrade to latrines. Gives us a little more public order. Honestly, we'd be better off with a temple here, so I'm just going to tear that down and build a temple. I really need to upgrade the gold mine too. That's big money. This is going to be a problem up here. I don't have a whole lot of way of fixing the public order, but part of it's going to be due to the fact that Latin culture isn't dominant here. So that's going to actually be pretty hard to maintain. We can go ahead and spend some money here at Cisalpina and hopefully boost the public order there just a little. If we can get our main regions under control, if I have to lose a region or so to rebellion, we may just have to accept that for the time being, and then we'll take things back as we get our main regions under control and can kind of keep stuff in check. So I'm going to go to warfare so that we can open up militancy. And let's end the turn and see if Pompey's forces come out against us so we can get a nice battle to end this first episode on. That would be pretty nice. Oh, Pompey's forces actually fled to the sea. Yeah. Sextus Magnus. No, yeah, Sextus Magnus. It's not Pompey who's there, but his forces have fled to the sea, and so now if they come to reinforce, their cavalry is going to be on foot. And they actually have an extremely poor army for defending the city. Or hang on. Continue siege. How many turns to surrender? Let's see this. 5. I don't want to wait around for that many turns because they very well might bring reinforcements. Looks like their garrison army is better than anything else. Let's go ahead and assault their city. Assault Syracuse. Bring it under our control. Really, we just need to get our men up onto the walls, take control of the walls, get our cavalry in the gates. The fleets that they have, or the men they have out on transport ships, a lot of them are skirmishers, can be easily dealt with my cavalry. But we're going to need to get them inside in order to do that. Unless they land their... they're going to have to land a lot of their ships outside, so quite possible that we could catch them outside. So let's see where the best place to siege. This is going to be as good a place as any, I think. So the rain may not help because archers can't use flaming arrows and neither can their javelins. So it will mean my men get tired quicker though, which is not exactly great. Let's bring all of my men with ladders down here. I probably don't need all these ladders.
Legionaries!
Because I don't want to walk right in front of those towers. I'll just bring a few of them. Let's go ahead and drop these and
By your command!
leave them here for later.
Troops!
Get my velites ready to screen for these guys. And got my cavalry nearby. Let's get my general nearby. And that's going to be my auxiliary infantry. They also have ladders that I don't need at the moment. Let's go see if they have any skirmishers up on the walls.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Okay. Oh, enemy reinforcements are all over me from the sea. Octavian's calling the enemy idiots. He's already my kind of commander. I'm going to move away from these skirmishing vessels so that they can't fire on me. And then the rest of Pompey's fleet is coming in from this direction, so we might be able to destroy them on the beach if they're so foolish as to face me there. Which, I wouldn't put that past the AI. They're not particularly smart.
Riders, advance!
So here's some of Pompey's fleet coming ashore. I need to take at least one cav unit around.
Advance! Engage!
So these levies are going to get destroyed. My own velites are drawing fire from the enemy.
At speed!
Let's see, they've got some vigiles, levies, plebs, more vigiles. They don't have any of their strong units on the wall, so they must be saving them in reserve. And we're going to watch and keep an eye out for where these guys decide to land. Here's their general standing there on the back of this boat there with the sweet blue cape. We might want to get my legatus over here a little further away from the shore, just in case I forget and he comes under fire. And it looks like my ladder's slowly making their ways to the wall. Very slowly. And then my men are going to have to cut through to get to the gatehouse. I may, since those gates are already firing, I know this is going to take a while, but I may go ahead and take this ladder. I should have done it from the beginning and put it on that wall.
Wavering.
Don't care if I lose my velites, I'll retrain them. I want them to soak up fire for my more important troops. I've got Thurio spears and auxiliary infantry in my cav, and I'll leave a couple legionnaires here to support. Good. Looks like my ladders have made it to the walls, so my men are going to start climbing. One of them still making their way through.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, my velites are using up the last bits of their ammo. Looks like we have softened up the enemy units fairly good. Can't quite still tell where their transports are going to come ashore, so I have to keep an eye on the mini-map, which I'm not exactly known for being good at. Let's throw our last few javelins at this. Yeah, my legions are on the walls, taking on the enemy vigiles and skirmishers.
Romans ready for duty.
This should go well for me.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It looks like they're going to come ashore near me over here, so we probably ought to get ready for a fight.
Yes, Commander.
Let's send these guys over here.
Advance at speed.
I don't think I'll need any more infantry than what I have here to deal with
One of our units has used all
the
its
reinforcing
ammunition.
troops. Mercenary Campanian Cav, never mind. Those guys might be kind of strong. I'll leave one more over here.
Melee cavalry ready.
Legatus!
Okay, so I am cutting through their troops pretty handily here. I definitely should have had this tower going earlier so we could get over here and keep the gate from firing. And my velites are now out of ammo, so no reason in getting them killed anymore. So let's move away from the enemy tower fire. These guys still haven't turned to shore yet. This is going to be a pretty long grind out fight because of the changes that were made in this patch. Looks like my men are doing pretty well fighting their way through here, though. I would expect that up against vigiles. These guys are going to come under quite a bit of tower fire, which sucks because they're going to take a pretty sturdy losses getting up there. I'm going to fast forward for just a second. My men on the wall should be just fine. Good grief. Yeah, look at that unit with the ladder here. Gets shot up. It's already down 10 men. Yeah, the main reason why I want to get these guys behind is so I can start capturing this gatehouse. I just want to get it to quit firing so that it doesn't just sit here and fire on my men while they have to cut through this vigile. Again, should have done this sooner, but better late than never. It really does look like these guys are going to come ashore any moment here. I'm going to get back as far as I can from the shore, try and stay out of their javelin range. Yeah, they are going to come ashore.
Legionary cavalry.
Okay.
Yours to command. To advance.
I'm going to immediately get these legions to run over and attack these plebs. That'll get me in the capture zone. Those towers are shredding me, man. But it will be captured here shortly. And I need a couple. Let's bring one unit of cav. 2 units actually up and over. Bring some vigiles over this way. Alright, so the Roman troops coming ashore. I've got my own mercenary Thurio spears here to return javelin fire on the enemies as soon as they get done getting off the ships. And then I've got Cav coming around. The tower is now under my control, or I've at least neutralized it. I'm going to stay here and make sure it's captured. Alright, my Thurio spears trading fire. Lot of enemy skirmishers down here now. Let's get engaged with their infantry.
We have captured a tower.
Let's bring these guys in. Alright, yeah, we're wrapping up a whole bunch of these levies over here, and then I'll move to some of the others. We've got the majority of their infantry tied down. Alright, the gatehouse is nearly mine, so they won't be able to reinforce through it, which means that they're going to have to fight me out here or try and get around me to another gatehouse. This mercenary Campanian Cav won't be able to brace, so I'm going to charge it a few times with my legionary Cav. It is actually a good unit, even dismounted. Those levies are wavering. They're trying to brace for the charge. That's fine. Actually, they did not brace. So I'll get a nice charge on him there.
Riders, advance!
Gosh, get in here and take these guys out. Of course, I guess I should give you orders if I want that to happen. Okay. I'm just going to trade charges in and out on this Campanian. Wow, never mind. I'm not going to. My guys are getting dealt with business. Killing those Campanian Cav is going to be a little bit tricky. They've only lost one man and managed to kill like 9 cavalrymen here and 5 there. Yep, never mind. Probably not the best plan I've ever had. Alright, my troops here coming down from the walls. All we have here is the veteran legionnaires in the city center. We could go attack them and claim the city center. I need to pull back here. Bring this Cav around. These legionnaires are going to be in trouble. Let's get Octavian up here and see if we can provide some support.
Legionaries, advance at speed!
There we go, we can wreck those guys. Actually, let's bring these guys around, wreck them with this unit, and then immediately rear charge. Wow, AI is really good about turning around into your men. That's going to have to be cycle charge, though, for that to be of any real effect. Let's bring Octavian down here. Yeah, their guys can't get in the walls. I think I'm going to dispatch 2 legions to deal with this veteran legionnaire. And then, wow, I'm getting some weird lag here all of a sudden. Come on. Come on. Alright, looks like weird lag is momentarily gone. Have to get away from these spearmen here. Crap, my Cav is completely surrounded there. Gonna have to do a better job of micromanaging my troops here. Seriously? The mercenary Thurio spears look like it's just beating my legionnaires down. Oh, it's on very hard. Never mind. That actually makes sense. So this fight outside the city is actually going to be a little tougher than I'd like, and we're going to have to surround this veteran legionnaire if we hope to destroy it.
Legionaries! We await command! Legionaries! Engage!
Yeah, the enemy's cutting through me pretty quick out here. There's more mercenary Thurio spears.
Our men flee the field of battle.
I'm just going to keep trying to hold up these troops. I can sacrifice my velites as well. Again, it's really just important here that I capture the city. Bring my velites in. Just need to delay them until my legionnaires are able to reinforce.
Legionary cavalry! On my order! Withdraw!
There we go. Don't worry about skirmishing. Just die. Air commands you to die.
Legionary cavalry! Commander! Yes, Commander!
Let's get into the back of those troops.
Legionaries!
Wow, these Thurio spears are beasting it out.
Our men
And I wasn't
flee the
paying
field of
attention.
battle. This
And
is
my
a
legionnaires
shameful
got absolutely owned by the veteran legionnaires. I'm going to retreat back towards the gatehouse if I can. Nope, too late. Crap. Now those veteran legionnaires are just going to sit here and beast me out. At least their back is turned to those towers. This was a little bloodier than I expected it to be, but then again I forget that I'm playing on this difficulty setting and it makes the battles considerably more difficult. Need you over here quick. At least we're going to win that fight. I need one of these cav units in here, actually. Holy crap, man. Those guys are cutting my legionnaires down like they're going out of style. They got a tower at their back, and they're still doing it. Okay, we're starting to wrap their forces up out here, though. Let's go ahead and take this other cav unit in. Come on, men. Hold on.
Riders! At the double! Forward!
Let's get a real nice rear charge lined up here. My guys are wavering. Good grief. Quickly wavering. Alright, get out of the wedge formation. It's just screwing you up. Go!
Our men
Look at that.
flee the field of battle.
My men are like getting some weird pathfinding error. There's no way I can take on these veteran legionnaires with 2 units of legionary cav, but I can try and lure them into more archer fire. And out here, the only thing that's left is this unit of mercenary Samnite warriors, which is in absolute tank mode. It's only lost 4 men. We'll cry it, see if we can get rid of it a little bit quicker. Just get away from these veteran legionnaires. I'm not going to let them recapture the tower. I'm going to try and keep them busy chasing me, see if I can keep them off the capture point so that the tower keeps firing. And that'll be my best way to kill these guys. So yeah, I definitely need to remember the difficulty setting that I'm playing on, because it's going to make a big difference. Yeah, see how I can keep these guys running here. Again, just got to keep them off the capture point and they continue to be under fire. Those Samnite warriors are utterly and absolutely ridiculous. Still only lost a few more men.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's pull my Velites back out of that. No reason to get my cav killed. So now that the Samnite warriors are completely and utterly outflanked, good grief, perhaps I'll actually get something done. All the while, the veteran legionnaires were quickly owning my legionary cav. Oh well. Sometimes noble sacrifices have to be made, legionary cav. We gotta keep this guy busy.
Legionary cavalry! Advance at speed!
An entire unit has perished.
Alright, so the Samnite warriors are finally deciding that they need to die. So it looks like we will have enough units left, but I mean, this veteran legionnaire of the enemy has just beasted my men. 2 of my legionary units, like it was nothing, like they barely lost 20 men. This is one of the main reasons why I don't typically play on the very hard settings, because I think it just makes the battles completely ludicrous. Yes, they're more challenging, but it's ludicrous in the sense that it doesn't make sense. There are more armies to usually face you, which makes it a little more fun in the campaign piece, but I mean, the difficulty setting is stupid. But I'm not sitting here saying it because I don't enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the campaign. I'm just saying that's why I don't normally prefer to play it on these settings. Because a lot of you give me a hard time for not always playing it on these settings. It's just a preference thing in the end. Again, not saying that I don't like it. So for those of you who get on there and be like, yeah, if you don't like it, don't play it. I know. I'm not going to play it if I don't like it. But I'm just saying that that's why I don't normally do this. Get off that capture point. Crap. Now I don't own the gatehouse. Brilliant. Which means that this guy's about to capture the gatehouse. Gonna have to bring my legionnaires up over the walls. So, actually, you know how I can stop this? I can lure him over here to the capture point. He'll follow me over here because that's a victory point. At least he should. Actually killed a bunch of them on that charge. Are you kidding me? I wish my Legionary Cav would have had some effect earlier.
Swift riders at your command.
I am capturing the victory point, so don't know that it's really smart for these guys to allow me to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle the mount so that I can actually capture. And I'm going to hurry and get up on the walls and retake the gatehouse as quick as I can. Because now it's going to start firing arrows at me. And no doubt it'll probably kill my men a lot quicker than it did theirs. Yep, there it goes. It's going to open fire on my men now. More flaming arrows for air. But I am taking their capture point here. Oh no, they're coming up on the walls. They want to fight me on the walls. That's actually really not where I wish to fight them. It's going to be hard for me to bring my general nearby to support too, because he's going to be under tower fire. So I guess I'm just going to have to try and finish these legionnaires out on the wall. And I also own the victory point, so I don't think they can stop me from obtaining victory at this time. They do have a couple of ships roaming out here. It's a levy transport, so not particularly concerned about that.
Legionary cavalry.
Let's retoggle the mount. And then go over here and see if we can recapture the gatehouse with that cav unit. Because these legionnaires look like they might actually win this fight.
Legionaries! Forward!
These are some very veteran legionnaires, apparently. Because they're like 5 to 1 what my men are. Nice. Alright, let's move in. Take care of business. Oh, and that tower's not helping anything either. It's probably killing 2 or 3 of my men every single shot, too.
Riders, at the double.
Oh, there is another transport ship out here. There was 2. It's failed to dock, though. And if I get close to it, it's going to shoot at me because it's a mercenary Tarantine cav. So it's a good thing I took the capture point, because the AI is going to rely on it heavily at this point. My cavalry are just going to sit here and get shot to bits. But we can take that archer tower away at least. Enemy general's going to die. That may cause a chain rout. Finally, after killing like hundreds and hundreds of my men, I think we're going to drop them.
Our men flee
Nope.
the field.
Some of my men routed first.
This is a shameful display.
And there goes some more weird lag. I wonder if that's a glitch in this patch, because I hadn't seen it in a while. Usually it was because of some pathfinding or AI thing. It could be because this AI boat is out here glitched out. Okay, I'm going to dismount and capture this arrow tower real quick. And then I can make sure that this levy doesn't come up here and land and try and retake the capture point. Otherwise I have a victory in 30 seconds, regardless of whether this legionnaire beast it down to the last man, which they just stabilized. Oh, the AI's trying to... Oh, that's my men routing, never mind. I thought the AI was like somehow splitting its unit in half, which would be impressive.
Will soon be ours.
The enemy general's still not dead, though. I think he's still up here. Alright, so it was a costly victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. Wow, Pompey's Rome, wow, 203 kills on their veteran legionnaire, good grief. One of mine had 254 and another 338, 309, very good kills. Unfortunately, I probably lost the 108 and the 309 there. So I'm going to have to retrain some legions, but I'm guessing that this city will already be the right culture for me to take over, since it's already Romans here. And we put down a pretty substantial force, though we did lose. Looks like 3 units of legionnaires, both of our vigiles, and 1 of our mercenary units, which is no big deal. And 1 of our legionary cav as well. So let's occupy. Push these guys out. We've taken Syracuse. That's gotta put some hurt on the enemy. And of course, there is no barracks here, which is absolutely terrible for me. So we're gonna need to tear that down and build a barracks. I can't get any reinforcements basically at the moment, so I would have to hire mercenaries to help protect myself. They're all quite expensive. So I'm gonna tear that structure down. Anyway, I think I'm out of time for this video. So we did manage to capture Syracuse. Looks like the public order is starting to stabilize in Italia, and coming around in Rome slowly. We've got, well, not with this being here. We have to dismantle that. Yeah, it looks like it's coming around at Cisalpina, slowly in Vertigalla, and Massalia should slow down there. So I think we're starting to put a stop on things. Anyway, hope y'all are enjoying this so far. Let me know what you think of the new campaign. I know I'm excited about it. Should be a lot of good times. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.